Welcome back. In this video I'm going to show you the A207 brace plate bracket. It's designed for making compound connections, so where I'm connecting one profile on top of another profile. Let's take a look. So once again, we've got our QR code. If you're ever on site and unsure of how to install something, scan the QR code with your phone or your iPad and it'll take you straight to a video like this. So the box has got 10 of these brackets inside. Let's open it up and have a look. We've got, once again, the A401 screws, which we'll get to shortly. Now we've got 10 of these brackets here. How these work is that, by way of example, I've got my top profile and I've got my bottom profile. Essentially, what I'm wanting to do now is take my bracket, I'm going to put it right there, and then I would have my 4 screws, so 1, 2, 3, 4, that would go into that. Likewise, I need to get my other bracket and I need to put it on the other side of the profile, so I'm always got one bracket on each side of the profiles there. Now in terms of the spacing of these brackets, it depends on what application you're using it for. We recommend that you refer to our technical information, because sometimes they can be used further apart and sometimes they have to be closer depending on what the load is that you're trying to achieve. But typically, the minimum spacing would be 16-inch or 400 mils or center, although it could go out to much more than that. But that creates a super strong compound connection. Let's talk screws. This is the A401 screw. It's our most common screw. It comes in a box of 50 and it's included with all the Qwickbuild frame components in the box. So you get 20% extra screws and you don't have to calculate these individually. It's already included with the components that you're purchasing. So it is a self-drilling screw. It is a 5/8 length for those of you that are using standard measurements and a 16mm for those using metric. It's a 304 stainless steel screw with an electrophoresis coating, which means it takes it up to about a 316 in terms of its corrosion resistance. Now the head of the screw is a 3/8 hex head, and that just happens to fit perfectly in with the 3/8 driver that we provide. It's a one-handed operation, so you can use this and just drill it straight into the bracket. The other attributes around it is that it actually has a self-drilling tip on it, which means that you've got no pre-drilling required. The other attribute is that it's got a rubber shoulder washer, which is actually soft. Not that soft, but you can see my fingernail digging into it. But what that means is that it acts as a shoulder washer. It isolates the screw from the bracket, but it beds the screw really nicely into the profile when you're screwing it in. So that is the A401 self-drilling screw that comes with all the components. So in summary, you don't need to worry about how to calculate how many screws or brackets or components you need. The deck planner will calculate it for you.